Born in Assisi, Italy, circa 1181, Giovanni di Bernardone was given the nickname Francesco at a very early age by his father, a wealthy cloth merchant. As a young man, he lived the bawdy and licentious life of the privileged class, until, by a series of life-changing events, his heart was firmly set on Christ and the needy. Leaving his former life behind, he and his followers sought to emulate Christ's disciples in Matthew 10:9, going forth to proclaim God's kingdom with only the clothes on their back. The Roman Church somewhat hesitantly allowed them to perform their work among the poor and their itinerant preaching in the streets, all the while holding to a vow of poverty. His followers spread out into the known world to preach the gospel. During the Fifth Crusade in 1219, he and another friar preached before the Sultan of Egypt, with unclear results. Interestingly enough, 100 years later, when the last of the Crusader forts fell to the Muslims, the Franciscans were allowed to stay and tend the holy sites. During his lifetime, he is credited with several hymns. His Canticle of the Sun, in which he urges all things animate and inanimate, even death itself, to praise God, is the source of this English paraphrase by William Draper. Speaking of himself and the passion that the risen Christ had implanted within him, he stated that he could not call himself a friend of Christ if he did not cherish all those for whom Christ had died. The order of servant brothers and sisters he founded is still alive and active in ministry today. Many of the California missions were founded by Franciscan missionaries. His life and ministry, in a real sense, helped to prepare the way for the Protestant Reformation 200 years later. The German hymn tune, which is wedded to these words, Lasst uns erfreuen, is about 400 years younger than Francis of Assisi's words.
Creatures of our God and King, lift up your voice with us and sing. Alleluia, Alleluia. Thou burning sun with golden beam, thou silver moon with softer gleam. Oh, praise him, oh, praise him. Alleluia, Alleluia. Alleluia. Thou rushing wind that art so strong, ye clouds that sail in heaven along, oh, praise him, Alleluia. Thou rising morn in praise rejoice, ye lights of evening find a voice, oh, praise him, oh, praise him. Alleluia, Alleluia, Alleluia. Thou flowing water pure and clear, make music for thy Lord to hear. Alleluia, Alleluia. Thou art so masterful and bright, that givest man both warmth and light. Oh, praise him, oh, praise him. Alleluia, Alleluia, Alleluia. And all ye men of tender heart, forgiving others, take your part. Oh, sing ye, Alleluia. Ye who long pain and sorrow bear, praise God and on him cast your care. Oh, praise him, oh, praise him. Alleluia, Let all things that create or bless, and worship him in humbleness. Oh, praise him, Alleluia. Praise, praise the Father, praise the Son, and praise the Spirit, three in one. Oh, praise him, Alleluia, Alleluia, Alleluia.